Hi, my name is Sadatul Aisyah binti Muhammad Sani. And so for question 2B, the question asks to consider student with 95 marks and what is the student's relative standing in the data. So for this question, we can use the Z-score. So in SPSS, actually we can create the Z-score variable here. So we go to analyze and then the descriptive statistic and we click on descriptive. So the variable here have to need to match score here, and then we click on the save standardized values as variable and click OK. So this is our output, and back to the data. So we find the student with 95 marks. Okay, there are only one student who scores 95 marks. So the Z-score is 1.76155, and that means we can say that the student who scores 95 marks is 1.76155, far away from mean. Okay, for question 2C, if every score is divided by the mean grade, what will happen to the measure of central and what effect does it have on the measure of dispersion? So in SPSS, actually we can create another variable here. So to do that, we go to transform and compute variable, and then in this target variable, we can define as divide mean. Okay, and then we want max score. And then we want to divide by the mean. The mean value is 69.11. So we click OK. And then we go to the data and the column of divide mean created. So we go for analyze and then descriptive statistic and go to frequency. So we want divide mean as a variable. So in statistic, we can click on quartile. So for central tendency, we click on mean, median, mode. And for dispersion, we click on standard deviation, variance, minimum, maximum. And then for the distribution shape, we can click on skewness and kurtosis. So we click continue. And for chart, we can click on histogram. Then click OK. So this is the output. So in this frequency for the new data here, we can see that the mean is 0.9999, which is very near to 1, and median is 0.9984 and mode is 1.04. So for the measure of central tendency here, there is a huge difference between the new one and the old one. So for the standard deviation and variance also, there is a huge difference where the new standard deviation is 0.21271 and the variance is 0.045. And for the shape of distribution, we can actually see from the skewness and kurtosis value. So the skewness value is negative 0.103 and the kurtosis value is negative 0.394. So because of this value is only talk about the shape distribution, so the value is same, and that means this is a normal distribution. So actually we can see from the histogram here, the shape is normal distribution because there is a peak here and then this is a bell shape.